Hey guys, it's Evie and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can already see by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 tips on how to start bullet journaling. If you follow my Instagram, you will know that I have decided to kind of redo my channel. I'm going to be having 2 specific genres that I kind of focus my channel on. Obviously, if there is another video I want to film, I will do it. But my channel is mainly going to be focused on bullet journaling videos, which would be all types of art videos, my supplies I use, tips on how to get better, all things like that. And the second one's going to be hairstyle videos and tutorials. Like I did a Dutch plait one a few weeks ago and that went really well. So I'm going to be doing all types of hairstyles to show you guys. I'm so excited for this redo of my channel, as I feel like it's really going to help people coming to my channel to want to come and subscribe to it, as they're going to know when they come to my channel what types of videos they're going to see. But anyways, let's get on with the 5 tips on how to start bullet journaling. So tip number 1 is get ideas from other YouTubers. I feel like this one is the main one to use. My top YouTuber recommendations are going to be on screen here. I would recommend 100% using other YouTubers for inspiration. I would say it's really hard thinking of all these different monthly themes on your own, so having inspiration from other YouTubers is a really good idea. Also, other YouTubers give tutorials on how to do their themes, so it makes it a lot easier if you're trying to start out bullet journaling. So tip number 2 is use any bullet journal to start. It doesn't matter if it's lined or dotted, use any type to start, because you might not even like it, so there's no point buying a £20 bullet journal if you're not going to use it. So I definitely say start with a cheap version, even a notebook, to see if you like it, and that way you can then, once you've tried it and seen if you like it, you can go out and buy a more expensive one that looks a bit nicer. For example, this is my bullet journal. I got it for Christmas. It's an Archer and Olive bullet journal and they are expensive, but this is my 3rd year of bullet journaling, so I knew I definitely wanted this one. But here is mine. I definitely start with a cheap alternative to see if you like it, and then that way you can move on to more expensive ones if you do like it in the future. So tip number 3 is know what pens to use. So when I say this, I mean know what types of pens look good in the bullet journal. When I started out, I definitely didn't know this tip. So for example, you don't really want to use biro in a bullet journal, as it just doesn't look as good. Biro is quite scratchy and it doesn't look as neat. I would say use a inky, flowy pen. It makes all the writing in there look a lot nicer. I would recommend Muji fine liner pens. I would also recommend any of the Tombow pens. They work really well. If you do want a cheaper alternative, just go to Ryman's or The Works or any cheaper shop and just have a look there. But I'd say try to avoid biro, as they don't look as good in bullet journals. So tip number 4 is make sure you plan out your bullet journal spreads the month before you go to use this. I definitely struggle with doing this, as I find the month creeps up on you so quick, so it feels like you're always planning out your bullet journal. But I'd say this is definitely a really good tip, because that way when it comes to the month, you can just fill it in. You don't have to still be planning out the month. You might feel like this takes a lot of time to do, but it'd definitely be worth it, as you don't really want to be catching up months and months afterwards. So I'd say if you can, you don't have to, you can maybe start the 1st and do it before you get to later on in the month, but I'd say try and start planning out your spread the month before you go to use it, as you will find it really helpful in the future. So my last tip number 5 for starting bullet journaling, is use spreads you're actually going to use. So you might watch other YouTubers' videos and just copy what they're doing, but you might not actually use it. For example, if another YouTuber in their video is doing a to-do list spread, but you don't use to-do lists, you might use to-do lists on your phone. I'd say don't do that. It's just going to be a waste of time. It's going to be a waste of a spread. It's just going to sit there and you're not going to use it. Instead of doing a to-do list, you can still do their same theme, but do a mood tracker instead, as you would most likely use that a lot more. By doing this, it means you're not wasting any time using something you're not going to use, and you're not using something for the sake of using it, you're just using it because you want to use it. So those are my tips on how to start bullet journaling. I might do a part 2 to this video if you enjoyed it. But anyways, if you like this video and you enjoyed watching it, then make sure to subscribe to my channel down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you next Friday at 6 PM for another video. Bye guys!